Welcome to the Jeddah Corniche, one of the fastest circuits on the calendar. But let's see who will be fastest of them all. We're about to set the grid for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Yes, it's qualifying. With qualifying wrapped up now, we have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race. Good morning, good afternoon, or for us, good evening, as we're under the night lights of Jeddah. The floodlights are on and so is the pressure here at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. So let's take a look at the topographical map of the Jeddah Street Circuit. As you can see, a number of challenging corners for the drivers to master here. We'll see just how much the teams have benefited from their time spent in practice this weekend. And like many street circuits, this track has the potential to punish drivers that get it wrong. Let's hope we avoid any safety cars today. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Golden Boy lines up on pole position. And it's Fernando Alonso alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Norris, Hamilton, Sargent, Leclerc, Verstappen, Iwasa, Russell, Behrman, Albon, Stroll, Magnussen, Martins, Fittipaldi, Vesti, Hauger, Sonoda, Joe, Correa, Daruvala, and Valtteri Bottas begins the race from the back of the grid. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. And alongside me a man, well, what more can I say? But he's a legend, Anthony Davidson. As we all know, every single driver wants to know what's required. Here we go then, the formation lap is underway and the track temperature looks warm, and that may or may not play into some of the team's hands in today's race. As the cars come back towards the grid to line up for the start of the race, each driver will be wanting to get the best start they possibly can, and they'll be hoping to finish today's race on the podium, and failing that, within the points.
Okay, we think the underbody's incurred some slight damage, but nothing too serious at the moment, just be careful. Norris is behind you. Looks like the car behind has a small amount of damage to the front wing, but it doesn't seem to be affecting performance. Just be aware. Okay, DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. You've got front wing damage. Recommend you box for a new one. Box now.
And it looks like the pit crew are out in the lane and ready to perform their magic on the car. They're going to be aiming to achieve the fastest pit stop time possible.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Right, the gap to the teammate ahead of us, 5.3 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. They're in first. And the time last lap, 1:31.1. Alright, we're last of the running cars right now. Bottas is ahead of you now. They're on fresh mediums. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. 21 laps to go. Okay, you're in ninth position. Albon just ahead, push for that position. Okay, they're on old softs. Norris behind. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, gap to leader, 27.2 seconds. That was our last stop, no more scheduled pit stops, let's go. Alright, 16 laps to go. And gap to the car in front, 3.9 seconds. Next car is 4 seconds ahead. 4 seconds. Fernando's in the pits. Yellow flag. Okay, clear. Verstappen has the lead. ERS is low, ERS is low. Consider changing mode on your MFD or lift a little with gentle braking into corners to recharge it. And Fittipaldi's behind you. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 12 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Time last lap, 1 minute 32.9. confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap.
And it looks like the pit crew are out in the lane and ready to perform their magic on the car. They're going to be aiming to achieve the fastest pit stop time possible.
Okay, we've lost a position, that's us down a place. So you know, we're getting some strange readings from a couple of the sensors, so I don't think you need to be worried, just some bad data, so keep doing what you're doing. I'll let you know if we notice any genuine problems. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. Final lap, push, push. Caution, caution. Green flag. Nice work, mate. You did a really good job today. Pretty sure the boss is going to be happy with that one.
Here comes the checkered flag. All eyes on the car approaching. Your winner today, Fernando Alonso.
It was a joy to watch today, honestly, because the driver was clearly able to read the conditions well on track, to use the information properly from the team, and usually come up with the right solution at the right time.
Well, I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of that race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way onto the podium now. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next.
Thanks for handling that.
And a warm welcome, everybody. We're here in the heart of Melbourne. It's Albert Park, and it's qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix. Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix. You can hear the Australian fans roaring as they line the track here in Albert Park. Welcome to Melbourne, and the roar from the crowd can only mean one thing. It's race day. So here we are at Albert Park Circuit, 3.28 miles around, with the streets making for a bumpy surface with little undulation. There are 14 corners around the lake, with the best passing opportunities coming at turn 1 and turn 3. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Fernando Alonso lines up on pole position, and Golden Boy completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Norris, Leclerc, Hamilton, Russell, Vesti, Verstappen, Stroll, Sargent, Albon, Tsunoda, Behrman, Hauger, Iwasa, Joe, Magnussen, Martins, Correa, Bottas, Deruvala, Enzo Fittipaldi. And now it's time to head down to the track. And alongside me today, a man who I'm always pleased to see join me in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them.
Here we go then, the formation lap is underway and the track temperature looks warm, and that may or may not play into some of the team's hands in today's race. As the cars come back towards the grid to line up for the start of the race, each driver will be wanting to get the best start they possibly can, and they'll be hoping to finish today's race on the podium, and failing that, within the points.
Know your clothes. You often see markers.
Suppose I should make a bit more room on the mantelpiece for this.
Well done, mate. Well done. That's a great finish. You've really stepped up and achieved what we asked you to do today, so good job.
Happy days for the Fonz. A winner today, Fernando Alonso.
And that's 2 wins in a row now, of course, Crofty. And it marks the fact that it's not a fluke. So, you know, their head's in the right space. What more can we see going forwards?
Well, what a thrilling end to an incredible Grand Prix weekend. Our top 3 finishers should be incredibly happy with what they were able to achieve out there today. Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
Morning, boss. This week's income from the sponsors is cleared and we're making good profit against our running costs. Thanks for dealing with that. The department appreciate it.